little piece of petrified wood. It's really light color. It's pretty cool. Just coming by, I saw this one, which looks a little interesting to me. I gave it a brief spray, and it looks like it might be a piece of petrified wood, so we're going to give this a spray off again and see what we can find. Might be. No. Just a really pretty mottled piece of quartz. But, so while you look at them, found another pretty little piece of red jasper here. It's not very big, but it's a good tumbler. It's got some nice red color to it. We'll keep that. Oh look, Jay found a rare stone. It's called Sandalite. Found 2 pieces of it too. Boy, is Sandalite really rare.
We'll have to take it home and put it in a can.
Yeah, you usually store, when you find this kind of Sandalite, you usually put it in a can. Canned Sandalite is awesome. It's great to give your friends. Here's something pretty cool. Check that out. Let's get that nice and wet. It's a piece of petrified wood, I think. I'll let you know in a second. No. It's actually Rogueite. That's that stuff we talked about before that looks a little bit like a meteorite until you polish it, then it looks like jasper. It's pretty cool though. We'll keep it. Hello, hello. What do we have here? That's pretty. Nice little carnelian. Pretty little agate hiding behind it. Let's look at that. Oh, that's real pretty. Got a nice little glow to it. This one looks pretty cool. It's got some clarity to it. Oh, wow. Holy crap. That is just insane. Way cool. You guys see the banding going on in that? That is just spectacular. Oh, wow. That is just cool. Oh yeah, that's a keeper. It was right next to this guy too. It just goes to show you. Always look around where you find a spectacular agate, because you may find a few more. we're here at the Coquille Myrtle Grove. The myrtle that they're talking about is the Myrtlewood. It's a relative of the bay myrtle. We're going to walk over to one here. This is one of my favorite trees. These guys are absolutely amazing. So let's have a look at the leaves here. See, it's a broadleaf, and it's an evergreen. This is an evergreen. Alright, and here's some new growth. Show you what some new growth looks like. These guys are absolutely beautiful. And they're an aromatic. These leaves are really super cool because when they're wet, they have a spicy, gosh, I'm gonna say it's like a sugar cookie. You know, like one of those, you know, cinnamon, sugar, allspice, and nutmeg, and you make one of those like snickerdoodle mixes for your cookies that's all like super fancy. It's got one of those smells. And when they dry, when these guys dry, they smell like a chai latte, which is really super cool. But the best part about these is when they do come into season, they produce a nut. Now you see these big trees over here. Let's see if I can pan up to those. Those big trees up there, those are Myrtlewoods too. Now all of these Myrtlewoods every now and then produce, and it's not every tree and it's not every year, but they produce a nut. And the cool bit about the nut is that when it is roasted, you can work with it the same way that you would a cocoa bean. Oh yeah, put it in the grinder, work it the same process of grinding cocoa beans down to get the chocolate liquor released. Myrtle nuts will do the exact same thing when roasted. They will break down just like chocolate. It is the coolest thing ever. I work with these, and I've made some myrtle nut cream confections for one of our holiday parties at the lodge, and it was absolutely amazing. But these are such fun trees to share with people because, I mean, even where we're at right now, the perfume of these trees is just amazing. It's just such a fragrant, aromatic smell. And they're riparian trees. And we're going to come down here, take a look in the shade here, and see how these grow. And trying to get tight on this big one here. That hardly does it justice, but I'm gonna come down to it so you can see just how massive these trees get. So I mean, and you know, I've got the camera probably 12 inches from my hand, so give you an idea of scale. This is one big tree. But all the trees around here get like that. So you can see the Myrtlewoods, they sort of will propagate out of their trunks. And you can actually, if you were so inclined, you find a section like somebody's done here. They've taken a cutting. You find a small one. You know, it doesn't take much. One of these little guys. Alright? Just take a little small cutting. Don't take a big cutting because it's not cool. But you can kind of get a good idea of these leaves. They're And it's really cool because they're the only tree in the forest other than the pine trees that doesn't lose its leaves in the winter. Then again, here in the winter it just rains. That's the cool bit. I'm going to take you over and show you the dedication plaque for this park. The folks that put these parks together here in the state, they really do care. They really do an awful lot, so try and give them a shout out. And this is from the Oregon Federation of Garden Clubs. It's 1949. I'll stop in real close on that, and you can pause the video if you want to read that. So it's a nice little wayside. There's some places to stop and have a picnic. You look out over the river, and it is real pretty. There are a lot of places like this along the Rogue Coquille Scenic Byway. We're going to come up to a nice little vista. See if I can't be all smooth about giving you a nice little view. Nice little untouched gravel bar and stretch of the river. It's a real pretty little spot. But look at those Myrtlewoods. These guys are massive. This is all in my backyard, pretty much. I mean, well, essentially this is my backyard. My home is that way about 60 miles. From the start of this video today, we've traveled entirely through the forest, and we have traveled approximately 75 to 85 miles of forest roads to bring you this video today. So if you could, there's a nice little button down there. That's the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it if you would just right now, right now, just click on that button right down there. There you go. Yep, that red one. And there's a bell next to it. Yep, the bell. Yep, click on the bell too. You're awesome. Thank you very much. So click on that. Make sure you do click on and subscribe, because really, it really does help me make these videos, and it helps me learn what I'm doing and what I could be doing better. But that's this pretty little spot. And there are groves of trees, like the Myrtlewood Grove. We also have the Port Orford Cedar Grove. That's in this area. And we can take you out and show you that sometime. We may even be going by it today, I think. Don't hold me to that, guys. I'm just, not positive. Now, one of the other things that you can find here, I'm gonna pan my camera back down for you. See all these little gopher holes? So sometimes, every now and then, let's Let's, be optimistic here. Sometimes you can find an arrowhead in them. It doesn't look like we're going to be that lucky today. But we did get to show you this awesome park. And it really is. It's a small little park on the side of the road, but sometimes these are the spots, and it's just a setting, and it's a beautiful setting at that. It's really pastoral. I kind of like that. And then you have this amazing aroma of myrtle woods in the air. And again, myrtle woods, in case any of you don't know, they're a member of the bay myrtle family and the bay laurel family. You know, like bay leaves like you put in your pasta sauce, except these are sweet. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop a link down in the bottom of the video to a fellow who roasted some myrtle nuts. I think his video is really super cool, and because myrtle nuts are so hard to come by and find fresh, I don't know when we'll ever be able to bring a video like that to you, so I'm just going to go ahead and put his video in the link because, well, he did it and it's cool, and he did it really well. But look at that. Isn't that cool? These are juvenile trees, and they'll grow pretty slender. You can find them in kind of like, see how they're coming up from the ground there in little, so they'll propagate, just the same way you would any cutting. You go 3 nodes up and make your little cut, and some rooting hormone and some good potting soil. If you're lucky, in a few weeks it'll start showing roots, and within a few months it should really take off. But they're great trees, and they really are. They're quite beautiful. Time to move on down the road. Check these out. Here's a really cool fish, and it's all made from things that washed up on the shore. So there's like a piece of a boat, it's part of a weight, plastic parts off of buckets and valves and old fish weights. Check that out. That's awesome. This one looks like a wave. Again, just made up of stuff that washes up. Look at that turtle. That's pretty cool. Oh, a turtle riding a wave. That's pretty awesome. Cool. Well, it's been a good day. Found some great agates. Shared some fun sea art with you. I'd like you guys to remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Just remember, it's right down there. It would be awesome if you did. Jay and I like making these videos, and we like taking you along in some of our adventures, and we're getting better on filming the adventures that aren't rock hounding. We're trying. You're going to see that in the sea art in this video. We're really trying. So hit that subscribe button and stick with us, and we're getting better. We're trying. Every day it gets a little bit better. Till then, folks, stay safe, take care of each other, and take care of yourselves.